Dogworks Radio is sponsored by Alaska Dogworks. Check out their website at alaskadogworks.com.
You can support this podcast on patreon.com/firstpawmedia.
Welcome to Dogworks Radio. Did you get a new puppy sometime this year? I bet you are excited for your first Christmas together. On today's show, we are going to share some tried and true tips to make your puppy's first Christmas one that you'll never forget. We want to give thanks to our friends from the American Kennel Club and the Dog Writers Association of America for helping us out on this episode. And you guys, after this episode, remember to ask yourself, what new ideas has this conversation sparked for you? Then share this episode with a family member or friend and discuss it together. As always, message me over on Instagram at First Paw Media. Just remember, dog training is a big commitment and accountability is a huge part. You can do it. I believe in you. Before we dive into this episode, can I ask you a favor? If you've been listening to Dogworks Radio for a while now, say 3 or more episodes, and you like what you hear, would you consider leaving us a 5-star review? Something simple, 2 or 3 sentences max, is perfect for telling the world about what you like about this podcast and what you have learned and why you are a rabid listener. This helps us out tremendously. Just scroll down in your favorite podcast player and click the leave a review button. Super simple, and thanks so much for tapping that subscribe button. This month, we've got listeners in 46 countries worldwide. So, hello to our listeners in Columbus, Cincinnati, and Eugene, and our friends in South Africa. We're happy you are tuning in. All right, let's dive in.
From First Paw Media, sponsored by Alaska Dogworks Professional Canine Training Center in Anchorage, Alaska. This is Dogworks Radio, committed to families and their dogs to build lifelong and fulfilling relationships. Visit our website at dogworksradio.com. Now here are your hosts, Robert and Michele Forto.
When it comes to the cutest ways to spend the holiday season, it's hard to beat celebrating your puppy's first Christmas. If you're one of the thousands of pet parents who adopted a pet this year, get ready for a fun, festive, and utterly adorable holiday. Just keep in mind that your puppy is going to be intrigued by all the new stuff around at Christmas time. Everything from your puppy's first Christmas ornament to the tree it hangs on and the presents beneath it, which can make pet-proofing your home extra challenging. But all you need to make the most of your dog's first Christmas is a little preparation, some safety know-how, and of course, your new bestie by your side. So, number 1, decorate with care. One of our favorite ways to get into the holiday spirit is to decorate for the season. But holiday home decor can present a hazard to curious puppies, including string lights that can be dangerous if your dog chews on the wires, tree ornaments, many are fragile and breakable and might look like just the thing for a fun game of fetch. Christmas tree needles. These could lead to an obstruction if ingested, and the tree's natural oils can make your dog very sick. Candles. Open flames pose a threat to wagging tails. Tinsel and ribbon. If eaten, these linear foreign objects can get caught in the intestines, requiring emergency surgery. Snow globes. They may contain antifreeze to keep them from freezing and can be dangerous if your pet knocks over one, breaks it, and licks up the liquid. Certain holiday plants. Some popular plants like poinsettias and mistletoe are toxic to pets. Pet experts recommend placing these items out of reach or skipping them completely, especially the tinsel and ribbons. Cover wires from lights with cord protectors, and opt for faux candles. It might just be easier to put a puppy gate around your tree, says certified professional dog trainer Sarah Westcott. Your puppy still tries to get into something they shouldn't. Encouraging an alternate behavior with a pet-safe puzzle or toy. Pro tip: never let your puppy drink water from the Christmas tree's stand. Not only can water that's been sitting around harm your puppy, but the tree water is often treated with chemicals, says Dr. Sarah Wooten, DVM CVJ. Cover the water or block access to the tree with a pet gate. Number 2, make puppy proofing a priority. To the puppy brain, just about everything from cords and ribbons to branches and packages is a toy. To ensure your puppy's first Christmas is a safe one, puppy proofing is essential. Dr. Heather B. Losner, DVM, Chief Veterinarian Officer with Rare Breed Veterinary Partners, advises the following. Look at every package and person that comes into the house as a possible hazard. Keep electrical cords unplugged when you're not home. Blow out candles. Place gifts out of reach of the puppy. Or if presents are under the tree, be sure there's adult supervision. Pay particular mind to presents. Not only can the wrapping paper and toppers like ribbons be a problem, but the presents themselves can also spell trouble, especially if they are small and delicate, contain lots of pieces, or if they have food inside. When you're ready to open presents, bring the gifts to a table or counter to open them. Keep your puppy on a leash if they're in the room, and have your puppy go in their crate or a separate space. Number 3, always be supervising. Even with puppy proofing, accidents can happen. Puppies are like curious toddlers. They don't exactly know what's good for them. That means they should either be supervised, safely crated, or kept in a secure spot so they can't get into mischief around all of the enticing home decor. Learning to go to their crate is probably the most important skill for puppies during the holidays, Westcott says. If your puppy is happy in her crate, then she always has a safe place to relax, she explains. This especially comes in handy during holiday parties or when wrapping gifts. Another strategy is to keep your puppy safely confined in a non-decorated room supplied with essentials like food, water, favorite toys, a soft bed, and even a nice tune on the radio. Number 4, don't forget your routine. With the frenzy of gift buying, card sending, and meal planning, it's easy to get pulled into the chaos of the holidays. But for your puppy's sake, keep things as routine as possible. Carve out time for walks and playtime because physical and mental exercise will help them stay happy and well-behaved, even with all the holiday excitement. Tired puppies are always good puppies, so a good game of tug or a romp in the park before your cocktail party will do a world of good, says Sarah Westcott, CPDT. Remember, if your pet gets used to having constant access to you during the holidays, when things return to normal, they could end up with separation anxiety characterized by destructive chewing, clawing, potty accidents, whining, and howling. That's why Westcott says even if you're home from work, you still need to keep your puppy on a schedule that will prepare them for January. Number 5, prepare your pup for guests and vice versa. The adventure of meeting new people can alter your pup's conduct, so start etiquette training several weeks before your dog's first Christmas and enforce your rules the moment a guest walks in, Westcott says. Teaching door manners and polite greetings are important, says Westcott. Then, when people visit, the puppy will have practiced and won't jump on them. Keep your puppy away from the front door during arrivals and departures and use treats to reward good behavior, like sitting down before approaching guests. And hey, you guys, ask your company not to encourage certain behaviors like jumping, barking, or begging with attention or table scraps. which can upset your pup's stomach. This creates a smoother experience for everyone. And here's another pro tip. Whenever your front door opens, it's an opportunity for your pup to bolt and get lost or hurt. Make sure they're microchipped and always wearing updated ID tags. Number 6, beware of your guests' belongings. With the holidays comes guests. Encourage visitors to keep their belongings away from your puppy. Puppies are very curious of new people and, of course, love to chew on new things like luggage, says Dr. Losner. And that luggage may contain medications that are especially dangerous for dogs. If you suspect your puppy has ingested any medicines, whether over-the-counter or prescription, call your vet or an animal poison control hotline like the ASPCA's Animal Poison Control Center at 888-426-4435 or the Pet Poison Helpline at 855-764-7661. If you're going to be on the road for your dog's first Christmas, plan ahead to make sure the holiday adventure will be fun and safe. Don't forget to pack toys, treats, and your puppy's crate. Dr. Losner and Westcott say that'll help them be a good guest over the holidays and can provide a positive distraction from holiday treats and home decor. In addition, make sure you bring your vet's phone number in case you need advice and look up the closest veterinary hospital to where you'll be staying, Dr. Losner says. That way, in the event of an emergency, you'll know who to call right away. Number 8, mind the menu. One of our favorite holiday traditions is eating all the delicious seasonal treats. But many of those goodies are off limits for pups because they can cause anything from stomach upset to poisoning. Be sure to keep your puppy away from these common holiday foods, which can cause serious medical issues, says Dr. Losner. Chocolate, sugar-free candy, peanut butter containing xylitol, raw bread dough, bones of any kind, rich fatty foods like gravy, casseroles, meat fat, or trimmings. There's a whole host of these items, you guys, on many different sites, including our own podcast. Check it out for more information. One of the ones that I get asked the most personally about is, can my dog have fruitcake? No, your dog cannot have fruitcake. Again, remind your guests not to feed your puppy anything off of their plates. Number 9, keep it clean. Keeping things tidy will definitely help keep your pup safe. With that in mind, remember to sweep tree needles daily. If eaten, they could irritate your puppy's mouth and stomach and can lead to an obstruction or stomach upset. Don't leave food scraps, bowls of food, or candy lying around within reach of your pet. Pick up wrapping paper and gifts. Put away special home decor once the festivities end. Number 10, make it memorable. Christmas is full of festive activities and holiday traditions you can share with your dog. And there are so many ways to mark the occasion, from your puppy's first Christmas ornament and toy stuffed stockings to dressing up in holiday sweaters for seasonal selfies. Consider these fun options to make your dog's first Christmas memories last a lifetime. Do a holiday photo shoot in cute matching sweaters, perfect for turning into Christmas cards. You can take a photo with Santa to make it really special, since some stores allow you to bring your puppy in for a holiday shoot. Drive to see a holiday light show. Bake a seasonal DIY dog treat. Take a walk around your neighborhood to see your neighbor's decorations. Play together with a festive holiday toy. Commemorate this first Christmas together with your puppy's first Christmas ornament. Hang a stocking for your dog. Before I end the show, you guys, let's press pause for a sec. Maybe ask yourself, why did this resonate with me? What aspect of my relationship with my canine buddy could I apply this to? And what am I going to do differently this week to make my dog's training a little easier? So take the time to mull it over, talk it out with a family member or trusted friend, put some ideas down in your training journal, and then check back with me next week for our next episode. And you guys, This is our Christmas episode. So when you listen to this week, if you already have guests coming over and you've gotten everything set up and you're unsure how your dog is going to act and might become overstimulated, too excited, and just plain worn out by all of the extra attention, be sure to give your dog its own opportunity to take breaks. And as always, I look forward to hearing your thoughts on these episodes. So reach out and DM me over on Instagram at First Paw Media and let's spark a conversation. Until then, keep going. You're doing great. It's time to create the relationship with your dog that you always dreamed of. Thanks for listening to DogWorks Radio. Find the show notes for this episode and all others at alaskadogworks.com. And if you know someone in your life who needs help with their dog's training, be a hero and share our podcast with them. And we will see you next time. Merry Christmas.
From First Paw Media, this is DogWorks Radio. We hope you enjoyed this podcast, and we invite you to subscribe in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts. You'll find a link on the episode notes. You can tap or swipe on the episode cover art, and you'll see some offers from our sponsors. You can support our show by supporting them. If you like what you have heard, we would love it if you could give us a 5-star rating and tell your friends how to subscribe too. Your hosts are Robert and Michele Forto. Our producer is Robert Forto and created for First Paw Media.
Did you know that Alaska DogWorks trains service dogs for those in need throughout North America? Each and every service dog that is trained through the Lead Dog Service Dog Program and Michele Forto and her team has an individual training plan. We train for autistic, mobility, psychiatric, and PTSD for our soldiers for service work. If you know of someone that may need a service dog, please take a moment and check out Alaska DogWorks on social media and at alaskadogworks.com.